Good morning, everyone. So today I am going to go ahead and do a cooking video for y'all. So it is just a pretty simple recipe, at least I think so. I'm trying to get new on my Instant Pot, so we shall see how it goes. So let's get started. I'll flip the camera around and we shall take a go. So, I have potatoes, I have olive oil, come on, focus please, there, olive oil, a whole chicken this time. So I'm going to be cutting up potatoes. I have fresh rosemary here that I bought to go with it. These rice cauliflowers are for myself for the week actually, so I need to shove them in my fridge. But, as I was trying to say, let me show you guys one sec, because I got to get out my carrots. I need... Let's see, I want to do like 2 carrots. I want to add some parsley in here as well. So maybe some ginger. My hands are running low. This is kind of what I go to for my chicken. And butter is already out on my counter because I'm going to do like an herb seasoning type of doohickey with... Alright, so here's my ingredients. An herbed butter basting on here and under the skin if I can succeed. So, I do not have my stand. I cannot seem to find it. So, I shall do the best I can here for y'all. Let's see if this will work. Maybe, maybe not. You can't even see me. Well, maybe you can. Here. How about we do this? Alright, so. There we go. Alright, so. I have my rosemary. I'm going to chop up these, and then I have my pot in the sink actually. So I'm going to chop up my potatoes roughly. Chop them. I had already washed them earlier. And then I'm going to shove them in my pot here. Kind of bite-sized pieces. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Add a little bit of olive oil here to my pot. Okay. And, add my potatoes to the bottom of this pot, and then I'm going to put the chicken on top of it. That makes it, folks. And again, I'm trying this recipe new in my Instant Pot. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potatoes. That should be more than enough for this dish that I am trying to do for us, since typically I don't eat potatoes because of my autoimmune issues. I cannot eat them without feeling crappy later. So if I do, it's usually 1 or 2 bites, and that literally is all I can manage. Okay, so now let me show you. Now that I have this filled to the bottom, I'm going to take my salt and pepper and season it. Okay, so you guys are going to kind of see my sink here as it's balancing on the ledge of the thing. But pepper, and I'm just going to season kind of as I go. And black pepper, same thing. It's a pepper form. So I try not to do too much salt for potatoes. Alright, so here is the tricky part. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the bag. I'm going to go ahead and douse it with a few things. I'll show you. Let's see if I can put you back over here. As I said, sorry folks, I do not happen to have my my stand. Actually, I think I left it in my car. So anyways, here I'm gonna get a different knife. Alright, so allergies are crazy today. Alright, let's open this up, get all the yucky juices out. Okay, let's see, it's been thawing in the fridge for about a day or so, and it's still frozen actually a little bit. Let's see if there's anything inside. Yuck, there is yuck. Ugh, I hate this part. Grossness. all the heart, liver, whatever all this junk is in here. Bone neck and all that. Yuck. Yucker doodles. I do not like this part of cleaning out a dumb bird. Alright. And I'm going to rinse it off. Oh, yuck. Okay. And then the second, I will throw that stuff away. I do not use it. Alright, so it is honestly a little bird. Like, if you can tell, very little bird, okay? So, I'm going to put the backside down in my pot here. So this hopefully will cook pretty well. Alright, let me toss this stuff, wash my hands without getting yuck everywhere. Okay, let's see if I can manage this. Get the hot water running. Okay, it's hot. Alright, sorry guys. Too much racket probably for y'all. Alright, so I will put this back down here. Okay, so I can show you in a second. Alright, so see how tiny this bird actually is? Which is kind of nice, you know? Alright, so what I was trying to do is baste it with butter and a little bit of fresh rosemary, and I'm going to put rosemary and more potatoes and a little bit in the cavity here, as well as carrots and stuff around the side, and then fill it up about halfway with chicken broth that I have in my pantry. So that is kind of what I'm doing here. So just kind of bear with me as I keep maneuvering around here. And did y'all know that when you do rosemary sprigs, to get them off here, go backwards? See? So much easier. And fresh rosemary, technically I don't need to chop it, but I am going to put a few in the cavity. But before I get my hands dirty again, I will chop a few because I want this in some butter and to have like a... Oh, that was the other thing. I think I have it in the fridge. Let me double check. I think I bought the other day fresh sage. Yes. Fresh sage is another good thing to use in chicken. Oh, the best flavor ever, folks. Ever, ever, ever invented for chicken. So, sage here. Okay, I know I haven't done one of these videos for y'all. I have been swamped between doctors with my eye issue, all these other health issues I've got going on, but I figured why not do a simple video for y'all. Okay, so same thing, chopping up sage. Not too fine. I mean, it can be. It is going to be based, so either you can eat the chicken skin or you could choose not to. It just depends. For the sake of my husband loving the skin, I will try to chop this up semi-fine. So literally it is approximately a tablespoon each or so, okay? So now here is the tricky part that I find interesting. Alright. And pretty messy ordeal. Okay, let me take my rings off. Alright, so I've got my butter. Got a knife. So it's about this much, okay? I may or may not need more. And it's already soft because I keep it out on the countertop because it really never gets super duper duper hot. And if it ever does start like quote unquote melting, as people may call it, we don't live in a very hot climate. It's usually pretty decent most of the time. And so, okay, so now that we got the butter, the herbs, I am going to put more salt and pepper in this also. Because again, this is going on and under the skin of the chicken. Okay, so I just smush it in this way. I said it gets yuckin' messy, but this is already melted, so I'm just kind of making it into a paste twisting it, sussing. Kind of looks like this now. Okay, so just keep smushing it, trying to get it all evenly mixed with the salt and the pepper and the spices in here. Alright, so I got it on my hand, okay? So this is going to be the tricky part. So basically, I'm rubbing it on top and under the skin of the chicken. Okay, so I'll show you in just a moment. Because we're trying to flavor the meat also. Okay, so that again is where it gets a little tricky. Oh, actually you can see it under here. It looks pretty neat with the green in here. Alright, let me show you as soon as I finish stuffing the silly bird. I'm just doing the top because the rest later is gonna be in broth, and so I don't wanna what do you call it? I mean, I'm doing all of it, the bird, doing it under the legs, the wings. I'm kind of talking you through it right now just because I can't really show you because I can't find my stand. I know we brought it the other day when we were out and about doing errands and stuff, and I was recording and all of that, so I'll show you again in just a moment, guys. Sorry. So, because I'm trying to also with the butter, it'll help like keep the chicken underneath the skin like more moist also, I believe. Plus give the chicken and stuff more flavor, which will be really, really good. Alright, so now both hands are crappy. Alright, let me adding it over here on the chicken leg side, and then let me finish scraping it out, and then I'll show you one sec, okay? It may not look like too much butter, but seriously, once it melts, it will be grand. Okay, so don't worry about that part. It is good, and good. And then I'm just gonna finish adding, okay, let me take this out of the sink. I'm gonna finish adding, let me wash my hands, adding the other herbs and stuff. Okay, water, noise. Alright, hot and soapy water. Okay, let me twist the camera around so you can see what I was talking about. Alright, so got the chicken going. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me grab my knife since I don't need it. Kind of even out this chicken, there we go, in the middle of the pan. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so see how it's all just on here? Okay, so let me pause and do a couple other things, and then I'll come back to you as I chop up the rest of the potatoes, chop up the carrots and the parsley, and I'll show you what I'm doing the rest of it. Okay, so I did not finish adding, I got 6 potatoes, but I only used 3 actually due to, look how many that is. That's way more than enough for my husband and I. I added just a little bit inside the cavity. I'm gonna add a little bit more of carrots in the cavity of the chicken, and then a little bit around. Chop up parsley, add kind of to the top, and then add a few more pieces of my sage and a little bit of rosemary on the inside of the cavity as well to help flavor the rest of the meat as it's cooking. So let's see if I can flip this around and finish showing you real quick. Alright, so first let's grab some sage. Alright, in this case I will grab literally the whole sprig, I think. Kind of just break it like that. And then I'm shoving it inside the cavity, okay? So inside the cavity of the meat, just to help with the rest of the flavor, because oh me, oh my. As I mentioned, anyone and everyone will love sage in their bird. Okay? Alright, so and then rosemary. I only have my right hand messed up. So try not to, there we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take 1 sprig of rosemary. Again, shove it inside the cavity of your bird. And then again, it will help just flavor your meats as they cook. And will be amazing. Alright, carrots, I'm not gonna shove in the cavity, it's kind of full. So I'm just gonna shove it around the bird. I'll show you guys in just a sec, okay? Sorry about this. with no, actually, I wonder. Yeah, see, but you can't see inside though, that's the problem. Alright, well, I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Add a little bit up underneath the bird. There, there, and there. Okay. Alright, so this is what I was trying to tell you. Alright, focus please. Thank you. Alright, so carrots. So inside the cavity, I'm trying not to touch the silly bird. So see, got the sprigs of stuff in there just to help roast and flavor it as it's boiling and going. This I may just add, I don't know if I'm really going to add parsley. I mean, it's so flavorful already, actually. I think I'm going to hold off on the parsley. So no parsley, no ginger, so scratch that. And I'm just going to add broth and let it cook for probably, if I remember right, about 3 hours, which on my... Okay, so let me show you how I'm going to do this. First off, let me put the pot back in. Okay, so the bird is good to go. So far, so good. Okay, so. Alright, sorry guys, I'm all over the board. Alright, so here I'm going to do manual. And I am going to say the highest it will go, which I think is 2 something. Which will be 3 hours, I believe. Which in the oven, you would need about 3-4 hours. Potentially because of it being raw and whole with all the bones. Okay, so here, I'm still counting down. I think it's 200 something I can get to. Da da dee da da. Let's just say 200, or maybe that's 2 hours. I'll have to double check. And the way I'll know, okay, so yeah, all right, 240. All right, so it's gonna automatically do that. So let me add the broth to this really quick. I'm gonna add it about halfway till the broth touches the bottom of the chicken, okay? Okay, so it's presetting, it's done. It's about to start cooking, so let me add. Curious, this is the broth. I have collagen broth, 100% natural chicken broth. So again, let me add this really, really fast. Let's see if y'all can see this as I'm adding this inside really, really quickly. Okay. And I don't want to hit the meat because it already has the butter and all that goodness on there. And one of these containers is 2 pounds of broth, 32 ounces. So, awesome. I think this is actually what I want. Okay, perfect. So, look. So, 132 ounce fills it halfway. Exactly what I want. So, it's a little bit of broth inside the cavity down there. Okay? So, now I'm going to put the lid on and let it do its cooking. I'll come back to you when it's done for the day. Alright, everyone. So, I just opened up the lid here to my Instant Pot. And here, people, is the chicken. Yes, it is done. Oh, so this is our dinner. I will go ahead and cover it. Let it stay on low until I am ready to cook it. So, it's been on low for about almost half an hour. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. And hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was pretty simple, straightforward. And I'll catch you guys later.